We wouldn't have seen any other anything left from the ship. Therefore, we continue within our mission. We will continue our preparation as soon as we make sure the ships are safe and the crew and the participants are safe. We will continue to break the siege on Gaza.
Yeah, so the evidence that we have available, which is obviously limited at this time, indicates that there was an incendiary device, some kind of incendiary device that was used on the ship itself, caused a fire that was approximately 2 meters, went on for about 5 to 6 minutes. The crew who were on the ship were able to extinguish the fire themselves, thankfully. Thankfully, also nobody was harmed. There were 2 individuals who were sleeping relatively close to where the fire occurred, and a total of 6 people on the vessel. And so the appearance is that this is a violation of Article 2.4 of the United Nations Charter. In other words, an unlawful use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of another state. That would include, to be specific, the state of Tunisia, as well as the flag state of the vessel, which I understand is Portugal.
Can I have the microphone?
Yeah, as you know, Israel is consistently attacking to stop flotilla ships before sailing. It happened with the conscious attack. Now this is happening with vessel family. As Heidi says, under the Portuguese flag and under the Tunisian jurisdiction, both are Rome Statute for both Rome Statute applies, and under Article 8 this is a war crime. And again, in the context of what's happening in Palestine, starvation as a warfare, this is again the extension of Israel's policy of starvation, and from that perspective it's a war crime again, as well as the crime of aggression. So here's clear, message is clear. It happened in Turkey. Israel applied all kind of bureaucratic warfare to stop flotilla ships, to stop flotilla ships before sailing, and we see the similar scenario. After they failed to manage it with the conscious ship, they did it by bombing. Here the same scenario applied, and when they couldn't manage either of these, they intercept the ships in the high seas. So Israel, we are familiar with these scenarios. All the independent investigation will be conducted, ballistic and otherwise, for the criminal and legal purposes, and everyone should keep following. We demand independent UN observers as well for the surveys. Thank you.
I would say attention is also necessary at the level of the United Nations Security Council as well. And just to point out, with utter clarity, there is no possible justification, in fact or law, for an attack on a civilian vessel, a vessel that is unarmed, that poses no danger to anybody. So absolutely no justification in terms of deterrence or self-defense that Israel or any other entity may wish to put forward in this case. So this is a direct attack on a civilian vessel.
Okay, we're going to get a statement with just Francesca. Thank you.
Thank you. Who's this?
Ours.
Thank you. Okay,
Okay, 1 second, sorry. And
I happen to be here as an independent expert because I live 6 minutes from here. And what I found coming here is a lot of shock, because apparently what comes out of the facts as they are known, the main flotilla boat, the family, has been attacked by a drone. Of course, it will have to be verified, but there is a history of attacks on the flotilla. There are current statements against the flotilla, threatening the flotilla, of course, from Israel, but there is no other state currently protecting this boat other than Tunisia, creating a safe port. The question is, it's confirmed that this is a drone attack, it will be an assault and aggression against Tunisia and against Tunisian sovereignty. And again, we cannot keep on tolerating this and normalizing the illegal.
I'm going to post it.
Make sure you're on the GSF and not mine, though.
I think that the Flotilla spokespeople are doing the Flotilla spokespeople, so I don't expect anything. I expect them to be spokespeople. I do.
What about the reaction of the Tunisian government?
I've not heard any reaction from the Tunisian government. I trust this country. This is where I live. This is a place that I call home. So I really implore the Tunisian government to continue to extend protection to these people. And if it's an attack from a drone that was directed at a flotilla, we really need the Tunisian government to step up and denounce this, because this would be, from a legal point of view, under international law, an attack against Tunisian sovereignty.
And what's your message or request to the international community?
To break the siege. To break the siege, instead of waiting for people to put their life at risk, mothers and fathers and ordinary citizens, do your job. Do your job, which is breaking the siege. There are already more than 60,000 people ascertained dead, killed by bombs. Hundreds and hundreds have been killed. More than 1,700 have been killed while seeking for food, and over 300 have died. Supported by the intent to destroy, to create conditions to destroy a people. This is a textbook case of genocide. But call it the way you want, just stop it. There is an obligation to prevent, an obligation to stop genocide, and also there is an obligation to enforce and ensure enforcement of international humanitarian law. Even if we call it a war, this is no longer a war. This is an attack against civilians. So.
And what do you think about the timing of this explosion?
Okay. Do I need to comment that?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that's good.